The Marketing Funnel Strategy Show. More leads. More sales. More predictability.
Introducing Jared Hyman, sales and marketing expert. Introducing Serena Carley, marketing and outsourcing expert.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Marketing Funnels and Strategy Show for Friday the 14th. I'm here with the lovely Serena. How are you today, Serena?
I'm really good, thank you very much. And just came live on Facebook right now. We're about 13 seconds behind in the delay here, which is really interesting because we had the timer on. I was able to tell, so that was really cool. So
look at you go. Look at you go. We're always constantly looking at things, testing things, all that type of stuff. So it's exciting. So today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to increase your conversion rates on your website and your landing page, your offer, your whatever it is that you're currently running from your marketing campaigns as well. And that's how to increase conversions, more leads, that type of stuff. So what we're going to be talking about today. So as you guys are tuning in, what I want you to do is just share the stream, like it, comment, let us know where you are from and where you're tuning in from. And really, really excited to talk about today because man, I love paid traffic, but I don't know about you, Serena, but I love it when there's a conversion that comes in from it.
Yeah, well, you know, when you're putting, am I echoing? Or?
Nope.
Oh, okay, I can hear myself echoing. When you put money onto a advertising, obviously you want to see the best return that you could possibly get. And you want to make sure that you're putting it in the right place to make sure you get the best return. So a lot of people are a bit dubious about making money or not dubious about making money, but spending money to create leads and everything that come in. So they don't actually have a full understanding around how that works properly, which is, I think, a good thing that you're going to be explaining this, because they just think that, oh my God, I'm throwing money away, but they're not really looking at the big picture as to what's coming back, the value of what's coming back, the percentage of, you know, how it relates when you put like $3 to $1 or something like that. And that's what's really exciting about it, is when you can start looking at in the higher realm of a different perspective.
100%, because, you know, it's very easy to get traffic. A lot of people have a challenge around conversions on a website or on a marketing campaign, landing page, something like that. So that first step of really converting traffic into leads is what really starts the pipeline building process. We ran a webinar just recently with a good one of our business partners, Michael Nolst from the Netherlands. Shout out to Michael. We actually ran a webinar just recently, and we're talking about basically three main things that businesses have got to go through right now to sort of improve their conversion rates, grow their business, and take it to a new level in 2021, because a lot of how we advertise has now changed, right? There was a iOS update just recently, which, you know, is causing a little bit of havoc with businesses online and marketers right now, because, you know, half of the targeting that we did have now has been reduced as a result of this update, right? Which is basically Apple has said, you know, you got an option now to choose whether you want an app to track your online activities or not. And, you know, now that that's come in, it's been detrimental to marketers, right? Because we're moving now into a cookieless economy, right? So when we talk cookieless economy, what that now means is we've got to be a little bit more creative. We've got to, you know, follow some guidelines, and we've got to work out ways to be able to increase the conversion rates on our websites, increase the conversion rates from our sales process as well, to ensure that we're maximizing every dollar that's going into advertising. And we did share in that webinar exactly how we go about doing that. And for those of you that are on our database, you will receive that on a monthly basis. We're going to be, you know, instead of doing, you know, the normal newsletter that a lot of companies do, we've decided to run a monthly webinar with no sales pitch, anything, just purely information to help you guys out. Very similar to the Marketing Funnels and Strategy Show, except a lot more in depth we're going to be covering as well. So today I'm going to give you some very simple things that you can do with your website to convert traffic to leads, right, and increase the conversion rates on your websites. Because, you know, if you're running traffic right now, or you're potentially looking at running traffic, either Facebook, Instagram, Google, whether it be Snapchat traffic, whether it be that you're looking to run TikTok traffic, LinkedIn traffic, ads, that type of stuff, no matter what it is, I want to give you guys exactly what you can do to increase those conversion rates today. I think the first step really when it comes to increasing your conversion rates on your website is, number one, simplicity. Distraction causes people to get confused, sends them 10 million different places, then they get a distraction from the outside world, and it takes them from the online world to the outside world, and they'll forget about you. So a lot of what it takes to really like increase your conversion rates on your website is just making it super simple for someone to be able to, you know, opt in, get access to, you know, you, or inquire with you for starters. So the more simple you can make things on your website and easy or for somebody to be able to do business with you, the more conversions you're going to receive as a result. And that can be very simple, right? We've done very simple landing pages with headlines and opt-in forms, and they've converted, you know, 3 to 4 times more than long form copy ads and sales pages, right? Which is pretty phenomenal when you think about it, because you go, you know, these long sales letters and stuff, they've been working since the 80s, 90s, right? Blah, blah, blah. And it's been working so effectively, and you think, great, yeah, that's what works. That's what I'm going to do. But then you go and put then Joe Blogs next door just does something so simple that it just converts like hell, right? And, you know, not always is it that you go down the fact of a very long sales letter or process. Sometimes very simple can make it so much easier to increase your conversion rate. And I don't know about you guys, but it's actually less time to create something that's simple as well. How much do we love simple, Serena? Like, you know, keep it simple, stupid, right? Automated, yeah. Anything that makes your freaking life easier. That's what it's about. So that's the first step. Simplicity is everything, right? And the more simple you can make it for somebody to do business with you, say hi to you, do, you know, opt in to register, contact you, whatever, the easier you can make that, the better. Number 2, reviews and testimonials and proof, right? There's 25 different cognitive biases of the brain, and I'll share a lot more with you on future episodes as well. But there's 25 different cognitive biases of the brain. One of them is social proof, okay? It's the proof that you are good at what you do, and that if someone invests with you, that they are going to get a result, right? Part of the reason why people don't do business with you is trust, right? They don't trust what you're saying, or they don't believe in you enough as well, right? And they're seeing, you know, 1, 2, 3 of you, 10 of you, 5 of you, 100 of you online right now, even in person, right? They even know people who are in your industry right now. So you've got to tell them or show them, right? Or get, more importantly, other people to show them that, you know, they trusted the process that you go through, and as a result, they won, okay? And they got a result, right? And part of it is showing those reviews, those testimonials and things like that. Now, there is certain processes within your testimonials as well that will help you increase the conversion rates and the legitimacy of those testimonials as well. And it's as very simple as having a photo. So if it's a written one, having a photo, a face of somebody, the person, who they are, right? Who they work for, if they've got a business, and then sprouse about exactly what their testimonial is on how great you are after that. Screenshots, right? Directly off, you know, Facebook groups, Messenger, things like that, but show the name, all these types of things. So you got to get permission and so on from your clients to be able to do this naturally. But, you know, if you can really use the social proof well within your marketing, and you can even project it in a certain way, even if you're really creative with the social proof side as well. So, you know, you could create a video very similar to what we're doing right now, and you can filter what your clients say through that video. So you might be saying, so the results, and then, you know, you flick across to the client and their video testimonial saying, my name's John Smith, or just get them to say their name, John Smith, switch back to you in the video. He got some pretty incredible results over the program in our XYZ program just recently, our Freedom Warrior program recently. He did, switch back to what they say in the video, did 15 deals in 90 days, right? So being creative with that as well is really, really important too, because it will engage someone a little bit more when it's switching from one screen to another to another. So it's about, you know, when it comes to adding social proof to your advertising, right? It's just very simple little things like this that'll increase your conversion rates. Serena, how often do we use testimonials on all of our websites? Like when we're, say, creating it for a client, or, you know, we are running advertising and things like ourselves. How often do we use testimonials? Have you ever seen us not use them?
No, I think it's important that we do use the video testimonials. We use them in our funnels. We use them on the website. We use them in ads, Facebook ads and stuff like that, because video is the way to go. It actually, people get to know that it can't be really construed per se because it's the person speaking themselves. And you can tell that it's genuine, unlike a written review. Anybody can write a written review and probably does as well too. And, you know, you get to see and feel about the business that you're looking at as well.
100%, 100%. And, you know, it's testimonials are huge. So that's number two, like using testimonials, right? Number three is using a pop-up on your website, a very simple pop-up. So when someone goes to leave the page, you can get a little pop-up on the screen. If you think back to the last time you maybe Googled something, for example, you went across, you started reading through a blog and you started learning about, you know, something. Let's say it's Facebook marketing, for example. Then you go, okay, go back off that screen, and then all of a sudden something's popped up on the screen. Now, if you want some daily tips on exactly what you must do to be able to improve your social media marketing advertising, right, click here to get access to our book, or click here to be able to join our mailing list, blah, 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 right? So adding a pop-up to your website, and especially if you are even selling something. So if you can do it either for your like free stuff as well as your paid stuff as well, right? Just something very simple as that is enough to just get someone to click through to the next level, right? Because especially if you're dealing with very long sales letters as well, right? When you've got really long sales letters, you know, you want to then definitely have those pop-ups on there as well, because some people won't read through the whole thing, right? Because they're not a details-orientated person, or they're busy, right? They might be in corporate roles, they might be a CEO, they might be a business owner, something like that, right? So, you know, in these cases, you want to be starting to go, okay, what I'm going to do here is I am going to do X, right? Just pop up on the screen, sends them straight through to the buying form to purchase the product, or, you know, just basically just shows them how to pop their details in. So, you know, they're all sweet. They've got it. They've bought the product. They're away. Okay. We use this especially for all of our sales letters. Like we've got a 7-day speed lead challenge, Warrior Speed Lead Challenge, which basically shows people how to generate leads this week, right? We actually put a rock solid guarantee behind that as well. If they don't get leads in that week, implementing the process that we give them, or just give them their full money back as well. So, you know, this is exactly what we do for clients when we just need to get things up and running really, really quick. We just use that speed lead process, because a lot of people seem to think, oh yeah, I need all these crazy funnels and all this other stuff, but, you know, it's never the case. You don't need a crazy funnel to get started. You can sell $2,500 packages just in, via Messenger, right? The thing is, you just need volume there, and you need a structure for your sales process as well. Yeah, so it's those little things. I noticed Nathan here hey Nathan, thanks for joining in today as well, man. So I noticed Nathan here has put a little comment in. So he said, what percentage of pop-ups yield anything? I know for me personally, I find pop-ups annoying and tend to close them without reading them, right? And look, that's the case for a lot of people. But what we're looking for here is we're looking for an extra percentage, right? Additional traffic. So, it's minuscule, the difference and the result that you will get extra by having the pop-up, but it will still increase what you've got there on your website. We're talking like little 1%ers right now, right? We're not talking, hey, you're going to take on the world and 90% additional people are going to opt in, this sort of stuff, right? But it's got a 50 to 55% extra chance of you being able to get a result from your website, right? So it's like 1% is to maximize the traffic. It's like in sales, right? The bigger my pipeline, right? The tonality that I use, am I a good person? How experienced am I? Do I know my product well enough? Do I, believe in my product wholeheartedly that everyone should have it? And I feel that it's my need and my gift to the world to be able to make sure that everyone knows about it. We're talking a little 1%ers as well in the sales process that can improve. And that's what we're talking today too. We're talking like little 1%ers that can improve the process. And I know, like, Serena, how much research do we do into all of this stuff to try and better this for our clients, right? We're always doing something for this, right?
Well, the thing with me when I was listening to what you were saying as well, and I was about to type the answer to him also, was it depends on the pop-up as well. So, when you're talking websites, when you're talking funnels, there's two different pop-ups for a start. Your funnel pop-ups are to get people, they will hit a thing to say download my book or register now or something. So that pop-up is a genuine, they're always going to get filled out. The website itself, the pop-ups on your website, there are some very annoying pop-ups. And the most annoying ones is you're starting to read a site and then all of a sudden a window pops up that sort of says, sign up for my newsletter now. Totally, absolutely unnecessary because it really pisses people off. What is a good one is one that may scroll down the side that you're saying, for me, it's like, why do they want to sign up anyway if they don't even know you yet? You've got to give them an offer or something like that. The real best ones are if you're about to leave the website and then the window pops up and it sort of says, hey, before you go, get this 10% further discount, depending on what your offer is. Or, if you sign up for this, I'll send you this. That's the best way to go. I've been trapped with, doing someone selling me something and I've gone to not leave the site. I was just going to go and do something else. And next minute a window popped up and offered me $20 off what I was about to pay in the first place. I went, I've got to do this more often, make it look like I'm leaving websites to see if they'll pop up something in front of me and give me a further half price or something like that. So you've just got to understand the pop-up system.
Exactly right, and it's got to be like we talk here about offers, right? It's got to be there's two types of offers. There's low intrinsic value, there's high intrinsic value. So basically, what that means is something of high intrinsic value, someone feels an absolute need and desire, and literally they're like, this is a no-brainer. Like it's just that's the type of offer you want to be putting in there. And all the time when I'm on e-commerce platforms, I go to leave and it's like, here, join our mailing list for a 10% discount. If it's a product that I like or it's something that I'm looking to buy, then yeah, that's what I'll do each and every single time, right? Is I'll opt into it anyway, right? But I usually just put in my, Gmail account and, just goes into that box, right? Which everyone's doing these days. They've got that one that's got about 10,000 unopened emails like me. It's funny. I just got 10,000 emails. Yeah, I know, right? I'm curious, guys, how many unopened emails have you guys got? Those of you that are here live or actually watching the recording, how many unopened emails have you got in, say, your Gmail, Hotmail, or Yahoo account? I've only ever had, I probably asked this of about 100 people, and one person has said 0. Very meticulous guy he was. So, yeah, I was very, very surprised. But most people are like, the most I had, one guy had 100,000 unopened emails. I was like, whoa, shit, I thought mine was bad. But it's pretty crazy, right? The fact of unopened emails that people have these days as well. So that's 3. Number 4 is strengthening your call to action that you have on your website, right? So, this would be very similar to like a USP, right? Your unique selling proposition as such. But essentially, right, you want to strengthen your call to action on the website, right? A lot of e-commerce platforms, they say, join our mailing list to, get 10% off your next order. A lot of them do that. Some of them have even higher ones, right? A lot of other businesses will say, if you've got a strengthening your call to action, like, hey, grab access to this thing to show you exactly how to do this guaranteed today, right? Here's how you can here's a guaranteed way to get 10 to 20 leads a day using this system that I use, and it won't cost you a dime in advertising, whatever that is, right? Like, strengthen it so that it's like super high intrinsic value, like we spoke about before. Putting things like guarantees, all this type of stuff as well. If you look at it, Bunnings Warehouse here in Australia, if you find a better price, we'll beat it by 10%. That's like their USP, their call to action, right? So what do you do whenever you think anything to do with trades and, plants or anything like that? You think Bunnings Warehouse, and you go there because you go, okay, look, their unique selling proposition is find a cheaper price anywhere else, we'll beat it by 10%. So naturally, they're going to be the cheapest, right? It's just an assumption that someone has when they think of it. So it's, very simple little things like this that you can do to increase the conversion rates that you do have on your website. And the last one I will give you for today, because we're about to wind this one up, is having a chat on your website, like a little chat portal where someone can just start a conversation. Maybe they got a few questions or something like that. We like to use Messenger on a lot of ours, Facebook Messenger, so we're getting them on a few different types of platforms. But ideally, if you do have a chat widget, you want it to basically keep or hook up to your CRM in some way, shape, or form at least, so that, when someone does put in emails, they do put in contact numbers, things like that, it just automatically goes into your CRM as well. So, these are just little things that people don't think of as well. That also saves time and manual handling and missing things and all this type of stuff as well, which ideally isn't a place you want to go to, because everything you miss is a missed opportunity. So, just having a very simple little chat widget on your website will make a huge difference for you to be able to increase the number of conversions coming through. And you can quite easily just have, if you're can't do it yourself or you're busy or whatever the case is, you can always just get a little VA to be able to do that for you, virtual assistant, and maybe have a couple of them on rotating shifts if you do get a lot of traffic on your website, and they can handle all of that for you. Virtual assistants, to get one here in Australia, it costs next to nothing to be able to do that. So you're better off having that there and having that manned so that you can get questions answered faster. And especially, if you can't be there for it all the time, you could just literally bring that VA in and they can take care of it for you and just get it done. It's just easier that way. Anything further you add today, Serena? Anything further you want to add to?
Well, I was going to say to that, make sure you don't have a robot bot that, does the thing. There's nothing more annoying, like, when we used to get on the airplane ones and Jetstar and all that, and they'd have that thing to ask questions, and it's always a bot that answers, and you're like, it's so frustrating. The other thing as well that's also good, you know, if not to pay for, if you're not on, instead of having a VA, you can have that system that, you know, it hits the button and it calls someone and it's a answering service and they say, great, I'll just set up a time and they'll book in an appointment or something like that. So that's another, that's with somebody calling you, of course, first, not the way where we actually make phone call appointments as well. So, yeah, that's the main thing for a website. You know, people want trust built and they want to be speaking to real people.
Exactly. So if you're looking at turning, like, basically it's like, it comes back to number one we spoke to you about today, and simplicity, making things on your website really simple. And, you know, if someone doesn't want to read through all the information, some people want to call still, right? So you've got to have that option there, or even just an SMS, right? We started using SMS a lot for back-end automation and marketing and starting conversations, right? Because your business, the way it is right now, the more conversations you have in today's day and age, the more likelihood you've got of making more sales, okay? So for you guys, the more conversations you have will translate into transactions for your business. So you just got to find a way to increase that conversation rate. And then you've got to literally structure yourself in a certain way so that every conversation you do have, it turns into some type of transaction for your business, whether it be the next step is appointments with your sales team or with you, or what that is. If you're selling a high ticket product over $2,500, you know, if you're selling one under $2,500, there's a bit of a process you can do, and you can just sell on Messenger, or you can sell via SMS as well. So, you know, but if that was to happen still, right, you will make some sales, but you can still increase it by 30% by jumping on the phone, right? So it's just those very simple little things. Some people just need to be talked around a little bit. Some people, like, everyone doesn't want to be sold to, but they just love buying stuff, right? And when they make a decision, they get excited about it. So, you know, if you can help someone facilitate that on the phone, it'll be better. Sorry, Serena, you're saying something or wanting to say it?
I've got to work out a way where I want to get a stick or something and hold up that says, "Can I talk, please?" You know?
Yeah, just wave that thing. That'll be fine.
I'll have to make something and just say,
just wave
and
it.
just let me in when you're ready. I just want to take
Get a flag.
No, I probably
Get a
forgot.
flag.
No, I haven't. The other thing I wanted to say, it's really important, especially if it's a solo business or something like that, for building the trust and also for conversions, is having your phone number at the top of your page of your website, so people can see they have access to, oh my God, this is a real person, I can phone this number. And then also connecting your number for those who are using mobile, that they just hit the button and then it then will just go automatically straight to dialing you correct. I mean, obviously you need to know that you can either answer the call or have a good answering system. Once again, you can have the person that says, hi, you know, Jared's not available right now. Listen, I can set up a time for you to have a chat with him. When are you free? Blah, 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 blah. So that's another good system, because Google
She's been doing that a while. You've been doing that before, haven't you, Serena? Like, let me just shoot up a time for Jared whenever he's free. You've been doing that a few times, haven't you?
10 times a day, maybe. 10 times a day.
Love it.
But it's been busy.
Yeah, been crazy, hasn't it? It really has.
Your mum says it right. You don't take a breath.
Yeah, I never do, but that's okay. Who cares? It's all good. Not taking a breath is a good thing. Too easy. All right, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody, today. If you've really enjoyed today and you've got a little bit of value from it, just comment below. Just let us know. Just type the word value into the comments. We'd love to hear from you that you're getting plenty of value from these shows and so on we play. We've got some exciting episodes for next week as well. We're going to be talking a little bit more in depth around marketing and talking about conversion, sales, all that type of stuff next week. For those of you that are, you know, maybe coaches, consultants, things like that, we've got some pretty cool stuff for them coming up next week. If you're looking to start an online course, right, or you've been thinking about it, we've got a free challenge that you guys can get access to show you exactly how to create it, market it, right, online, and sell it and grow it to a six-figure income over the next 12 months as well, or less. So that's a free challenge. We will be charging for this in the future, right? So if you guys want to get access to that, you can get access to the early bird on that for free. All you got to do is just type challenge below, and we'll get you all the details for that challenge as well. Might take us a little while to get to you, but we will get to you. It's been a crazy day. So comment below challenge will get you access to the challenge for free. No strings attached. Basically, you just get access to it, and it will start. When's it start? What's the date, Serena? Not this week or the following? 24th
of May, Monday week.
Yeah, so 24th is the start date. We've got about 78 last time I checked, approximately, people in the challenge there ready to start. So, if you want to join, get in on that as well. Let us know. Just type challenge below and we'll get you all the details. Nathan wants to get access to that, so we'll send you through the details to that very shortly. Nathan as well. And that's, if you're the type of person that wants to start your own online course and get involved in the online game, you can get access to that for free. So, yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Really appreciate you all joining in today. And shout out to Nathan as well for, really jumping in on it today and taking action and asking questions and things like that. We like to reward action takers, man. So you're going to get access to that challenge. And we'll tee you up for a session with us as well, so we can help you plan some stuff out before the challenge starts as well.
And a block of chocolate.
I'm sorry?
And a block of chocolate.
And a block of. Are you going to send him chocolate? That's if he wants chocolate, right? He might be on a diet or something like that. He might not want chocolate.
I'll eat it.
We're going to send him cacao or something like that.
Yeah, I'll eat it here.
You'll eat it. All right. So is everyone, just remember this one thing. All I want you to remember is, if you don't fight for your own freedom, absolutely nobody else will. So every single day you must get out there. Every single day you must take action. Every single day you must make it happen. And remember to be the warrior. We'll see you Monday for the next show, 1 p.m. Perth time. That's 3 p.m. Australian Eastern Time. That is 5 p.m. New Zealand. And that is, I think, 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. 7 a.m. in the UK. Thanks so much, everybody. Take it easy. We'll speak to you all really soon.